Okay. I just realized I kept myself on mute.
Okay.
Thanks for pointing that out, Hungry Wolf. And thank you. Welcome, Hungry Wolf, and welcome, Aishwarya. Thank you for joining us.
Hey,
Yeah, as I was saying, uh, the games for the games for this month on Game Pass is Tales of Arise, Bluey the video game, Man Eater, Madden NFL 24, Indivisible, Space Engineers, Warhammer 40,000, Bolt Gun, and Dead Island 2, which was a shadow drop.
yeah.
And now we have a list of games that will be leaving PlayStation Plus Premium and Extra or Deluxe in our case. And those games are Civilization 6, Tchia, Ghostwire Tokyo, Neo The World Ends With You, Haven, Code Vein, and Outer Wilds. Right then, so that out of the way, big news. Helldivers 2 has surpassed 408,000 concurrent players on Steam. It has surpassed both Starfield and Destiny 2 on their all time concurrent player record. And this is with all the server issues and people not being able to get into games and all that. So,
I think they increased with the latest patch, they increased the server capacity to 700,000, right?
yes,
That's what I remember.
GG, good on them. Maybe once they make it a million or 2 million or something, we'll do it. And surprisingly, I feel like this game has sort of brought a sense of unity, the community. I don't know about here in India,
Yeah.
but apparently everywhere else it seems that uh, uh, long gaming sessions, the progress is immediately being taken back because of the power of the enemies. So PC and PS players are requesting help from Xbox players. So
Oh, okay.
so yeah,
That's good.
and welcome Pepper and Onion Soup. And yeah, he's there. Still has matchmaking issues. So yeah, I'll probably hold off the game for now. Let's see. Anyways, one game I haven't heard of before, but it's called Balatro. It has sold 250,000 copies in its first 72 hours after release. Okay, wow.
Good for them.
Then,
Yeah.
then Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, a new game in that Deep Rock Galactic series, has sold 500,000 in its first week. And Sifu has sold more than 3 million copies worldwide. Meanwhile, people in our server is trying to convince someone or the other to buy the game so that it comes on the subscription for them. Yeah. So I don't know who's going to be the scapegoat in buying Shifu. Uh, I guess we'll have to wait and see. As Hungry Wolf says, we should have saver server limits as well. Advertise ICGS server with limited slots. I mean, yeah, we only have a 10,000 member limit.
What is that? I don't get it.
We only have 7,000, man. Our limit is 10,000. We won't reach that anytime soon.
Okay. 10,000. Nice. Okay.
Yes. Yashwant is kind of tired, so he's kind of slow to pick up on things right
Oh,
now.
yeah. I just came back from my friend's wedding, so still, what do you say, Tad? But yes, I got it. Yeah.
Right. And anyways, Tales of Arise has sold more than 3 million copies worldwide. No wonder it's available on subscriptions now. And one
Yeah.
of my favorite games, Near Automata, has sold 8 million copies. Damn, it's been 7 years already. How I feel old. And Palworld has sold 15 million copies and it has 10 million players on Xbox just 1 month after its launch. And the other big news, which I'll talk about later, but for now it's just I'm going to mention it. Elden Ring has sold more than 23 million copies worldwide. And by the time June rolls around, I'm sure the number will increase pretty drastically. At least I think so.
Definitely. Yeah.
And then Age of Empires, the entire IP has surpassed 50 million players. That is good. One of my
Yeah.
childhood games now in HD 4K, available on console and all that. We've come a long way, but yeah. I still remember playing this back in Windows 95. It was such a gem. And my monitor had color issues, so the entire game was just in green and blue for me. But I still
Oh
enjoyed
wow.
it. Anyways, moving on. This is not a surprise to me, but yeah, it tends to happen when you keep on delaying stuff. But according to insider gaming sources, Skull and Bones has less than 850,000 players. And these also include the people who have bought the premium deluxe, blah blah blah, whatever edition it's called, which has an 8-hour trial in advance. So, despite that, it's still not even reached 1 million, and I'm not surprised. The next news is also not surprising. Warner Brothers has said that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has fallen short of their expectations. Well, we didn't even have expectations for it in the first place, so I don't know.
To begin with, yeah. That's a very, I mean, Warner Bros. Was like, yeah, let's ride the Harry Potter wave and see how this goes. Uh, they were maybe too over their head. They didn't know what to expect. I suppose that's why it didn't reach our expectations. They were like too much high expectations. But yeah, I
They
think
should eh, they should definitely see how their movies are doing first before deciding on a game. You know,
game. Yeah.
they should,
All that DC. Let's see what this new guy does to Warner Bros. Movies.
yeah. The thing is,
James Gunn. Oh yeah, I
there
just
are
remembered his name.
there are two Suicide Squad movies, and I don't even
Yeah,
think
yeah.
both of them are related to each other. So that
They are
goes to
not.
shows how interested people will be with Suicide Squad Kill the
Suicide
Justice
Squad.
League.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. The first part of Amnesia, which is a sci-fi mystery visual novel, sorry, it's a game that is available for free on Steam and itch. I claimed it obviously, so if I click the link now, it says it's already in my library. So if you guys want to, claim a free game, it's in the description. Check it out and tell me if the link still works. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
In other news, Xbox has quite some decent dynamic backgrounds. They don't come that often, but Avowed has obviously been a game that many people are anticipating. So the key art of Avowed is now available as a dynamic background for Xbox Series consoles. So
Do we
apply
have
the
dynamic background for PlayStation 5?
nope,
No, right? Yeah,
nope.
okay.
We don't have a
This
regular
is really
background for PlayStation 5 in the first place.
right. I think they're holding off. I don't know what thing they have to figure out, but maybe they'll have it by PS5 Pro. I think so. Uh, which is slated, right, for 2024, end of 2024. Yeah,
Yep.
let's see.
Yes. See. Anyways, so recently we had a showcase for Age of Mythology. So Age of Mythology Retold will be launching this year on Xbox and PC, and obviously it will be available day one on Game Pass.
Yeah.
And I think this game was part of a Kickstarter campaign or something. I don't recall properly, but yeah, the game called Bow Path of the Teal Lotus is launching July 18th on Xbox Series, PS5, Switch, and PC. Initially, it was only slated to launch for Switch and PC, but now it's coming to all the platforms. And Hungry Wolf says, did you send the developers of Amnesia a letter correcting the title? I did not, because I know they did it on purpose, so I do not want to look like a fool. Thank you. I mean, there already is a game called Amnesia, so that'll just
Yeah.
cause some issues. So, anyways, moving on, Bethesda has announced a new Fallout special anthology set. It includes 7 games, but not disc codes, which are printed on separate artwork cards. And the games are as follows: Fallout 1 2 Tactics, Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Edition, Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition, and Fallout 76.
Is this the order we are also supposed to play the game?
Not necessarily, I mean, maybe. I've never played any of the Fallout games before.
Me neither, man. But yeah, I think the Fallout Special Edition Anthology set is it just for the PC or Xbox or what?
Yeah, I think it's for Xbox and PC. I don't know. They just announced it. I don't think they mentioned which platform yet. And we have a new person in the chat. Hello and welcome to the podcast. Road Chamonium.
Lot.
Sorry, Ro. I think it's Rio or
Uh,
Ro.
RLOCH.
Welcome to the podcast. Sorry if we butchered your name.
Hey man, thank you for joining.
Yeah. Anyways, Agriul says there's also a visual novel called Amnesia Memories. Interesting. Okay,
Hmm.
thank you for that. Anyways, moving on. Limited Run Games will publish a physical version of Pentiment, which will the pre-orders will start from February 22nd to March 24th. And Limited Run Games will also publish a physical version of High on Life, which includes the DLC for both Xbox Series and PS5. And the pre-orders will start on February 22nd. I don't know why. I think someone is spamming the like button. I don't know. Just see hearts floating here in the comments. But
Yeah, no
anyways,
worries. I will get to that. Yeah. I think I'll just call you Rick, man. Hey Rick. Uh, what are your thoughts on Xbox games, multi-platform, Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves are coming to PlayStation? You think there will be any point to buy Xbox console in future? Yeah, that's our next point as well. Let's just start with what are the games first, and then we'll talk what's the reasoning, what are they thinking, what will be the future for Xbox. And we have
yes,
new member as well, Kaptan. Hey,
Kaptan,
namaste. How are you? Hey, don't call us sir. We are just two
guys,
gamers here. You can
dudes.
call me Yesvanth, and you can call Abdul. So thank you for joining, Kaptan. Thank you.
Yes, you can call us dudes or bros
Yes,
or
bros.
potatoes, anything like that. But anyways, thanks for joining us, man.
Hmm.
Anyways, coming back to question of, uh, I'm just going to call you Monium because I can't pronounce your name. Anyways, so the four games which are coming to the other systems are Pentiment, it will be coming to PS4 and 5, along with the Switch on February 22nd. Hi-Fi Rush is coming to PS5 on March 19th. Grounded is coming to PS4 and 5, along with the Switch on April 16th. And Sea of Thieves is coming to PS5 on April 30th. So yeah, now you know the name. So now you know the
Games.
games. And coming back to your question, the thoughts on Xbox games going multi-platform. There are only four games right now, and all of those games are already more than a year old. They've been in a subscription for quite a while, so it's not really an issue. So Pepper and Soup says you can also call us as old guys. Yeah, it's
Guys.
true. We are getting old.
We are all getting old. Yeah. But yeah, I think the point right here, Rick, I'll call you Rick. I think they are just testing the grounds. That's what I think, honestly. They want to see how these fare out, how these behave, how these mature, how well the audience receive this, and how much money they make off of these games. I think Hi-Fi Rush and Sea of Thieves are very big games, and Pentiment and Grounded on the same level as well. So these very acclaimed games, exclusive Xbox games coming to PlayStation is it's definitely an eye turner, and we all know that these are coming. We just didn't know when they were coming. Now we know when they were coming as well, and every game is in this year itself. So that they're pushing things. They're not waiting on this. They don't want to do some surveys or they don't want to do some internal meetings and all those things. I think they just wanted to do this, rush this, or maybe they have something in mind so that they want to test the things here immediately as soon as possible so that they can plan it for the future, I suppose. Uh, Honestly, I think these are just testing games and see how they exactly go out. And I won't be surprised if they bring big games as Starfield, but it's saying too much. Definitely, it's saying too much. Not anytime soon. I think if these games bring more money, right? Definitely, nobody will say no to more money for sure. And the Xbox president, right? The lady, Xbox lady,
Sarah
she also
Bond.
said that,
Sarah Bond.
yeah, every screen is an Xbox screen. So I think we are seeing the initial stages of that plan, I suppose, that goal, that future. Every screen is an Xbox screen. And I think definitely these are just testing games.
Yeah. By the way, Captain says, my bad, just got back from office. I do need some minutes. Yeah, take your time, man. Chill out. We'll be here for quite a while because we got a lot to cover. Anyways,
Yeah.
my view is that, uh, well, obviously, like I said before, these games have already been for more than a year on the platform on Xbox. So it's no big issue if they're coming to other platforms. I mean, High on Life was also an exclusive. It came to PS, and I
Yeah.
don't know how many people even bothered buying it, but that is there. And I
And
mean,
uh, the one more game which released along with the Series X, the two worlds. There's a lady that shifts between two worlds.
is there a lady
I
that ships
always
between?
forget that name.
I have never heard of that game.
Yeah, Momentum or something, bro. I think so. I don't know. Momentum. I don't know. Yeah, I always forget. I think Hungry Wolf always
Mm.
brings that name. But yeah, that also released along with the Xbox Series X launch, I think. Not after an year of Xbox Series X launch. I don't know. But yeah, that also came to PlayStation. That was Xbox exclusive as well. Yeah, I think
It's called
the
the Medium.
these medium. Exactly, medium. Moment. I thought I was thinking M later. Exactly, the medium.
Thank you, Hungry Wolf,
But
as
yes,
always.
thank you, Hungry Wolf, as always. Yes. I think this just shows, man. There are studios that kept a lot of money in developing these games, and when they just make it Xbox exclusive, where they do know just by bringing the game to PlayStation, there will be at least guaranteed more sales than Xbox sales. For sure, because you have more players on PlayStation than Xbox. That's just pure reality. I think from the management point of view, right? If Xbox is not strict with their rules, right? And if they want to grow their more ecosystem, like, okay, these are Xbox exclusives, but you can come play these games on PlayStation as well. So yes, I think it's we might see more of this. That's what I would say.
But yeah, well, the thing is, do you think there will be any point to buy Xbox console in the future? I mean, you want a console, buy a console, man. What's the?
Back on.
It's not a thing about having a point or not. I mean,
I
I bought
mean,
a.
let's take the Xbox president words more literally. Every screen is an Xbox screen. I think the cloud gaming, Xbox Cloud is going to be a big thing. Microsoft has Azure, very capable platform, and they can push the cloud gaming to the limits. If it's anything, Microsoft and Xbox and Azure, they can different teams come together and make this a reality. I think it has potential, man. Just imagine you can play all these games from your mobile phone. Don't have to worry about the capacities and all those things. So yeah, taking literally every screen is an Xbox screen is it's not far-fetched for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the way Xbox is going. Anyways, they're all on their shift to digital, despite Phil Spencer saying, "Oh no, we are preserving games. We're sticking to physical." But apparently not. It's going to be an all digital future, and Xbox seems to be leading the way. I don't like it. And obviously, yeah, when we think about that, I mean, when this rumor is spreading around, people are like, "Oh, I'm going to sell my Xbox. What is going to happen to my games?" Well, apparently, one thing that Phil said will kind of was reassuring people was the fact that some random person DM'd him on Xbox while he was playing a game and asked them if we will be able to play the games that we own on the cloud, and he's like, "That will probably happen sometime when xCloud
Yeah,
comes out." So, I mean, the library is somewhat safe. That's why I say always go for physical, but Xbox is just making
yeah,
it more and more difficult, man.
more and more difficult. I would
Yeah.
agree. Yeah,
Anyways, but yeah, so don't buy an Xbox in the future if you don't feel like it. I mean, I bought my Xbox only for one game, and it still hasn't even launched on the console yet. I don't know if it'll even launch this generation, but goddamn, I bought it. I'm using it to play indies, watch anime, and listen to Spotify. Judge me all you want. I've already been judged many times on the server. Yeah. Same response. I bought it. I'm utilizing all of it. 12 teraflops for Spotify. I don't care. Anyways, Hungry Wolf has a good point. He says, I have said this before, soon consoles will be a cheap option for gaming compared to PCs. I mean, currently it still is, in a sense.
Yeah,
They're cheap now, but the difference, I mean, the gap between PC and console increase, that's obvious. And Chamonium, I think that's a better name. So Chamonium says, so less console exclusives will lead to less sales, and less hardware sales will lead to lack of third-party support. And we might one day see Xbox eliminating console hardware and put our digital library on threat.
on thread.
I mean, it can happen.
And before the announcement, right, when something like this happened, Phil Spencer had to send out an email to all his employees like Xbox hardware is not going anywhere, so you guys don't have to worry. I mean, that's a concern when you have to address your employees to just stay calm. You know things are not supposed to stay calm. It's like when there is a earthquake or everything, hey, don't worry, it's just an earthquake kind of thing. That's it's a big thing. If you have to go out of your way and to tell people nothing to worry, then you have something to worry, I suppose. I think it's weird to say that. It's very irony that, okay, I don't know, but Xbox hardware, we have seen the leaks, right? We have seen the leaks from the FTC, Xbox leaks, and we have seen there is a mid-gen refresh for the Xbox. So at least for this generation and for the coming generation, there will be an Xbox hardware console. That's for sure. But
Mm,
no guarantees after that.
yeah, for Chamonium. It's my main concern right now. I have over 200 games on Xbox Digital Store. I mean, even I'm concerned. That's why I've removed lots of games from my wish list and stopped bothering to even buy any new games on Xbox. But then again, it is what it is. So, yeah, some games are still available on Xbox because basically Xbox 360 games which are not available on disc, only those I'm buying on digital. Well, I guess we just have to bite the bullet and go with it, I guess. Anyways,
Yeah.
moving on. Hideo Kojima, the maker of Death Stranding and Boktai, has made a documentary or series. I don't know what it is, but it's called Connecting
No, it's
Words.
on him. Yeah, it's on his journey, I suppose. Yeah.
It's a video biography. And he
Yeah.
says Connecting World is now available on Disney Plus. I don't know. Hotstar is not included in that, so I don't know if it's in media.
It is available in Disney Plus Hotstar as well. I've
Great.
checked.
Nice. And we have Vijay joining us. Hello, Vijay. Thank you for joining us. This is
Hey Vijay,
Abdul
thank you for
Bro.
joining, man.
Weren't you playing Xbox? What for Elden Ring and Red Dead
El
Redemption?
Elden Ring. Yeah.
No, I didn't. I don't have both those games on Xbox. I don't. When do I have that game on Xbox? I have Elden Ring on PS5. I haven't even played a single Red Dead Redemption game.
Redemption.
I have the original Red Dead Redemption. It's on my PS3. I haven't played anything on Xbox though. But yeah, on Xbox, I'm mostly playing all the indies that come on Game Pass. And my God, I've been so busy. I haven't been able to complete them. Oh my God, I hate this. I need more time for myself. I'm starting to feel the pressure of corporate life right now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like Yesvanth. But unlike Yesvanth, I will actually take some time to clear the games. Anyways, moving on. Interesting news. Sony is testing the PSVR 2 compatibility for PC. They
Yeah.
hope to release the PC support this year, making it quite a
I think
volatile machine.
I think the reasoning is pretty simple. They don't have that many people buying PSVR 2. It's outrageously costly in India as well. Come on, man. With all the offers, it just came down to 49,000 something just yesterday, and I think it's still available today as well. Yeah, so it's just not practical for Indians to have such a big uh, uh, costly device with less library, I suppose. And if you bring that same device with the PC support, I think people who have the PC games or anything like that or want to try test out these Steam libraries and everything, I think it's a win-win situation for everybody. So I think it makes sense to it's it's the best decision I think that they made. But let's see how it goes.
Hello, Rajima. What's up? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Rage Gamer. Thank you for joining,
You
man.
didn't join us at the end of the podcast this time. That's good. That's progress. Anyways, I mean, This is also because Sony is bringing their games to PC as well in the future. That is also
PC,
their
that's
plan.
a very good point.
That's
Yes.
also their plan. It's in their roadmap that some of the games will also come to PC.
Yeah.
So it makes sense for them to make it support PC as well because they already have rivals in the sense of like I think the MetaQuest 3, maybe Steam VR. I don't know, but the other VR headsets are there for PC. So I think this can bring them some competition. And yeah, like Yashan said, the library is very limited on PS. So bring on PC might
Yeah.
expand the market. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. The big news for this week was, of course, the upcoming DLC for Elden Ring called Shadow of the Erdtree. It will be launching on June 21st. And my friend pre-ordered the DLC on February 23rd itself. Yeah, I mean, I can't blame him. I mean, it's a hyped game. I spent the entirety of 2022 playing co-op in Elden Ring with my friends, so I can understand. And of course, they have
Awesome.
also shown that they'll be releasing physical editions for both PS5 and Xbox Series X. The annoying thing is that the entire thing won't be on disc. Only the base game will be on disc, but the DLC will be a code. It's very annoying. And they didn't even bother
Yeah,
changing the
I don't
cover.
see the point, man. I don't see the point. Why are you re-releasing? It's just repackaging. That's it at this point. You're just repackaging the same game in a new cover. That's literally what they're doing. Yeah, just put the DLC on a disc also, man. I don't see what's the limitation. Is this just a business decision or is this a technical decision that they had to make? I don't know. Maybe some expert will know something about this, but uh, honestly, I don't see any reason why they don't bring these DLCs as part of the Ultimate Edition with the base game. The Cyberpunk 2077 Xbox model, right? The Xbox One comes with the DLC on the disc as well, right? But not the PlayStation. So when one platform could do it, why not the other platform? When one game could do it, why not the other game? Eh, the questions just keep rising, I suppose. I don't see any reason.
Yeah, I don't want to do this, but I'll quote the famous Todd Howard and say it's a creative decision.
It's a creative decision.
And as
Right.
Chamonium has said, a ton of great Japanese games to start this year. Woohoo! As a JRPG fan,
Yeah.
I'm happy. Infinite Wealth, Persona 3 Reload, for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
But
Which one do you think will walk away with the most awards come that season? When that season comes, we will definitely know. But yeah, personally for me, I think it'll be Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
seven, hands
Yeah,
down. Definitely. I didn't even play a single Final Fantasy game, but I've seen so many positive things about this. Just the reviews have been, the embargo has been lifted, and I've seen the reviews. I think, yeah, PlayStation and Square Enix, they have a solid IP, man. They can rely on. And after the last Final Fantasy not reaching the expectations, and the stocks have been very bad for Square Enix, right? So I think this is going to
well,
give them the boost they need.
actually, I want to correct you there. The thing is, Final Fantasy, the director of Final Fantasy 16 actually came out and said that it actually met their expectations. The thing is,
Yeah, yeah.
it did not carry it over the loss that Forspoken has bought them. That is what has
Right.
been
That is what
speculated
I
on.
remember that. Yes, yes. He came
Yeah.
out and said that. Yes.
So
It's
yeah,
not
that
the
game
Final
performed
Fantasy,
well.
it's the right, right.
Forspoken, it should never be spoken about.
Pull them back. Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, Hungry Wolf says there is a mod called UEVR. I'm guessing that's full for Unreal Engine Virtual Reality, which will soon allow you to play Unreal Engine 4 or 5 games in VR. That's cool. I
Hmm.
first need to buy a VR headset for that.
Nice.
Anyways,
GG move. Yeah.
Vijay says that's just business, bro. I mean, yeah, bro, it's also a creative decision, bro. But yeah, anyways, moving on. So apparently, Eurogamer went and had an interview with Miyazaki after this DLC was shown off.
Yeah.
And a few things he has said is that it is the largest expansion ever in any Souls game. George R.R. Martin didn't create anything new for this DLC. Okay, great. I think he's gone back to try and finish this book of his, which I don't
Or
know
else
what it was.
he didn't create anything new in the sense he already had this, but they didn't make it as part of the original game. Something in those lines, I suppose.
Yeah, before I continue, Chamonium has some good questions. It's like, do you think next financial year will be a big one for Ubisoft? Will Assassin's Creed Red and Star Wars Outlaws be enough to get them back on track? Honestly speaking, no, I don't think so. I mean, they expected so much from Mirage. They're like, back to the roots, back to the roots.
Yeah, yeah,
And you have an assassin who teleports and kills people. I don't know which route they were talking about, but okay. And we saw that it made decent sales, but not as much as they wanted it to be. Like, oh my god, AC franchise has been revived or whatever. No, so
yeah.
Red seems interesting. I don't think it
It
might
it
carry it
it
now.
does seem interesting, but yeah, I don't know. I think Star Wars Outlaws and Red. I think they have a lot of potential here. We cannot ignore that. That's definitely they have good what you say games lined up. So I think Ubisoft has I would say fair chance at turning things around. But yeah, Ubisoft does Ubisoft sometimes. So it pulls in Ubisoft. We don't know what will happen. But yeah, these are very good, what you say, very noise generating games, right? So I think it's safe to assume it might be safe, but we can't predict.
Technically speaking, every game makes noises when you turn on the audio, unless you're on mute. But yeah, anyway, Sangrul says, I hope Star Wars Outlaws will be good. I really want a good rogue game. Okay,
Yeah.
let's hope. That's all we can do when it comes to Ubisoft. Just
Yeah.
hope. Anyways, moving on. So back to the interview with Miyazaki. It says it plays in a brand new era on a brand new map. Apparently, it's going to be the size of Limgrave, which is quite big,
Yeah.
and so decent. And there'll be little more seamless transition between world and dungeons. There'll be over 10 new boss fights. There'll be plenty of new weapons, equipment, and skills. There'll be 8 new weapon categories.
Mm.
It'll be like a similar difficulty to Elden Ring's end game. So I guess somewhere like Radagon, Elden Beast, and Melania slash Melania because she's an optional one. People do it just to suffer or to see how good they got or to perhaps get a chance to see let me solo her. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the DLC will follow the story of Michaela, who we saw was just there. For those who didn't find Michaela, I don't want to spoil it, but saw Michaela and I can only see his hand. Yes, I
Mm.
don't say anything more. So yeah, it'll be good to know his story. And of course, it won't be a Dark Souls game without another poisonous swamp. So there's going to be another poisonous swamp. Yeah. Anyways, the other big thing that happened this week was the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. Boy, oh boy, did they have quite a lot of games that they showed off.
A
First and
lot
foremost,
actually, man. Wow. What I think there are too many, I suppose we can't board the members. What do you think? Let's highlight the big ones that catch your eye.
my eye is caught on all of them.
Then let's go. Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, first one itself is a big one. Grounded. It is
Yeah.
coming multi-platform, so it's coming there. The other game, Magnolia, Bloom in the Mist. A ranger, a role puzzling adventure. Unicorn Overload, Monster Hunter Stories 1. Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. South Park Snow Day. Sword Art Online. Fractured Daydream. Gundam Breaker 4. Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble. World of Goo 2. Fantasy Life 1. The
The
girl
girl
who
who
steals
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 time.
time. Okay. Lots of girls steal lots of our time. Okay, sorry about that. Anyways, another scrap treasure, Penny's Big Breakaway, Sueka Game Multiplayer Mode, Pepper Grinder, Popper Pocket Card Jockey, Snufkin Melody of Moon Valley, Tales of Kenzera, Tales of Kenzera ZAU, Demon Slayer the board game, Kingdom Come Deliverance. If you knew, I said that in the last week it sold over 6 million copies. Now it's coming to the Switch.
Yeah.
Yay. Contra Operation Galuga. Pentiment. Again, Xbox game coming to Nintendo. And then for Nintendo Switch Online, they'll have Snake Rattle and Roll, RC Pro Am, Battletoads in Battle Maniacs, Killer Instinct, another Xbox game,
Yep.
Blast Corps, and Endless Ocean Luminous. Right. Let's see the
Quite a
comments.
lot of games.
Indeed. And unfortunately, I didn't get to see the entire showcase. I should watch it later. Anyways, Chamonium has said your thoughts on Diablo 4 going to Game Pass, and when do you think the rest of Activision Blizzard games go to Game Pass? My thought of Diablo 4 going to Game Pass is yay for those who didn't buy Diablo 4 yet. And I already played the campaign. The 3 seasons have happened till now, if I'm correct. I haven't bothered even touching any of them. And when do you think the rest of Activision Blizzard games are coming to Game Pass? I think Sarah Bond, Matt Booty, and Phil Spencer said that sometime early 2025. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. Hungry Wolf says Dungeons of Hinterberg has at least 3 biomes, including one swamp session. Every gamer's favorite biome. I bet
Favorite biome.
Miyazaki will play that first.
Yep, yep.
It's not every gamer's favorite biome, it's Miyazaki's favorite biome. Yeah,
Miyazaki and his swamp interest, man. That's match made in heaven, I suppose.
yes. And Vijay123 says, guys, do you have any update on the next Nintendo Switch hardware? I mean, in the previous podcast, I already told you that multiple sources
Yeah,
have been telling VGC that they were making games for the next hardware. They were shown it apparently.
yeah.
So it is in the works, but it will be coming out only in early 2025. So yeah,
And it's the power train of that would be in levels of the PlayStation 4 and
PlayStation.
Xbox One. So that's pretty good, if you ask me. And if they can pull it off, I think they have a huge success with their IPs and how Nintendo optimizes their games for their handheld. So it's a pretty good handheld. I think that's for sure. Yeah.
My only hope is that it is backward compatible and it still supports
Oh,
cartridges from old
definitely.
games. That will be a
Yes,
big
yes,
selling point, and hopefully they keep the price low.
yes.
And please, Nintendo, come back to India. We miss you. Not
Yes,
really, but still,
please.
it'll just make the games a bit cheaper. But anyways, from this showcase, lots of people obviously, whenever they have these showcases, they show the games. But then all these smart people will come out on Twitter or X or whatever, and they will mention that these particular games are coming to other platforms as well.
Yeah.
So just like that, Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance is coming to Xbox, PlayStation 4, 5, and PC along with the Switch on June 21st. Ooh,
Yeah.
same day as the DLC of Elden Ring. Nice. And Monster Hunter Stories is coming to PS4 and PC along with Switch in this summer. Not coming to Xbox, unfortunately. Another Crab's Treasure is launching April 25th on Xbox One and Series, PlayStation 5, PC along with the Switch. It will also be day one on Game Pass. Then Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection launches on March 14th on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Epic
Yeah.
Mickey Rebrushed is coming. Was initially said only to be on the Switch, but apparently it's also coming to Xbox One, the Series, the PS4, 5, and PC also this year.
Yeah.
Renatis is launching July 25th on PS4 and 5 along with the Switch in Japan. Right, and that covers up all the games from that. That was quite a lot. GG. Anyways, according to Takaya Segawa, the president of
We have
Sega,
a comment from
yeah,
Hungry Wolf. Switch 2 will have a Zelda game that looks better than most PC games. Definitely, yes. The Zelda games, man, they are breathtaking. Breath of the Wild.
yes, I
Yeah.
was going to say that. I was going to say that. Okay, you caught on quick.
I know, I
Nice.
know, I know. I didn't give you the chance to do that, so I
Yes,
had to immediately say that. So yes, definitely, I think they are pretty good looking games, and Switch 2 with their capabilities and uh, yeah, the Zelda games, they're gonna knock it out of the park for sure.
I don't know if they'll make a completely new Zelda game, but I think that Nintendo might do the same thing that Xbox Series X is doing and have some FPS boost kind of thing that will make the
The
old
remake
titles
and
play it.
everything.
No, the older titles will be able to play at a higher
Ah,
resolution and
right,
higher
right.
frame rate.
Higher
So
res- Ah,
all
right, right,
all
right.
those
Yeah,
previous Zelda games will now be available on 1080p or 4K, running at 60 FPS. Who knows? That will be a win-win situation. Anyways, Chamonium says yesterday there was a rumor of Xbox Series X refresh. That'll be digital only with no disc option. I mean, that's basically a 2 minute Photoshop job. They just painted a Series X in white color and just erased the
Yeah.
disc tray so that anyone can do except me. I don't know how to use Photoshop. But yeah, anyone with Photoshop skills can do that. And of course, we have to take that with a pinch of salt because the leaked documents it looked more like an air purifier. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. And
I
it's
think
a
honestly, I don't think they're gonna jump the gun so soon. I think it's pretty early even for Xbox to go completely digital. I know they want to push their Game Pass, which is their biggest revenue generator for them, not the consoles. Is not That's not where they actually make the money.
They're selling
So
it at a
making an
loss. Yeah,
yeah, making Xbox a digital only and pushing the Game Pass is makes sense, definitely. But I think they'll test it in that sense, like how they tested with Series S, which is very bad from developers' point of view, from gamers' point of view. It's not
not all
the
gamers.
best thing. Yeah. So everybody doesn't like what they are doing with the Series S. So maybe they'll have a version like PlayStation 5 digital and disc versions. Maybe they'll have that same powertrain and then slowly fade it out. But I don't know the jump. I don't think the jump will happen that soon, this early.
Right, and anyways, Chamonix says looks like Xbox is slowly killing physical media. Do you think PS will also follow this trend? Or how long will we be getting PS on discs on PS? I mean, the signs are there, the cracks are there in the glass wall window or whatever. I mean, you're already seeing DLCs as just codes on games
Yeah,
and
and so many game of the year games, right? Geo Divide games are
collectors
digital
editions,
only.
collectors
Yeah,
games come with the steel books but with the code. So I mean, yeah, PlayStation is really thinking about going digital. So I don't know. Maybe we have this entire generation, perhaps even the next generation, and then after that, I don't know. They might go full digital. Who knows?
yeah, yeah.
And Hungry will says PS5 also looks like an air purifier. That doesn't mean it is not real. I mean, that's your view. For me, it looks like a very oversized Wi-Fi router. Yeah,
Oh,
but to each its own. Yeah, I mean, all I have to do is just turn it to the side, stick on TP link, draw a few lines, and put some LED lights and make it flash green every now and then. And be like, why the hell do you have such a giant Wi-Fi router? I'll be like, it gives me 1 GB download speed. So yeah, people might believe me. Who knows? People might believe me.
yeah,
Anyways, back to the news. According to Takaya Segawa, the president of Sega Sapporo Studio, says that the upcoming Crazy Taxi reboot will be a AAA game. Oh man, I have found memories of playing Crazy Taxi. Not on
yeah,
any console or anything, but at the arcades. Where you go to the mall,
yeah.
you put in
Exactly
one
the same.
rupee and
Yep,
play.
yep.
And they always made it so that your time will be so limited that you have to actually, you know, unless your parents are willing to give you lots of pocket money or give you lots of change, you pretty much only have one go at the game. Yeah.
Yep.
So whether you successfully pick up and drop one passenger or run over passenger, that's completely up to you. But yeah, anyways, he says that we are also participating in the development of AAA titles, including Crazy Taxi, which is what I said. Yeah. Anyways, an upcoming game called No Rest.
Just a point, guys. There is the bot just tweeted that there is a deal for PlayStation 5 consoles again. The
Nice.
bundles, the Cricket 24 and FC 24 bundles. So if you're thinking of buying one, this is the right time, the best time to buy PlayStation 5 console, which is like super cheap. Yeah, that's one point. We can carry on.
Yeah, and Chamonium says I have to go now. Thanks, Abdul and Yeshwanth, for hosting this podcast. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for
Thank you.
joining, man.
Thank you for being a good viewer. We hope we see you next week. Have a good night.
Yep.
Have a great week. And yeah, hopefully next time. Right. So moving on. Before I say anything else, this is the best time to buy PS5. That was one thing. It's also cheap. That's another thing. But please buy the PS5s. Otherwise, we're never going to get the Slim. They want to clear the stocks. So please clear the stocks.
They want to clear the stocks. I think that's the reason we are seeing these deals. Definitely, that's the reason we are seeing these
Yes.
deals. Crazy deals. They want to clear away all the stock that they have. And last time I checked, on on January 25th, I think I have tweeted on 25th or something. Yeah, by that time, the PlayStation India hasn't even registered the PlayStation 5, the new model, in India for Indian market.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have to check the PS5 India guy. He's my go-to guy to check all those things. I just DM him and he looks it for us. So yeah, if we want to see the new model, PlayStation model, I think uh, we have to get this stock cleared, and PlayStation India has to register this new model for the get certification for this new model in India. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I think
BIS
they
certification.
BI
Yeah, I just
certification.
remembered it.
Yes. The thing is, I mean, they were so busy and fixated on pushing and removing. I mean, clearing out all the stocks in Western countries, and they bought in the new one just in time for the holidays. And the rest of the stock is just stagnating in third world countries. And for some countries, it's too expensive to buy one.
Yeah,
So that's why they cannot clear the stock yet and bring it to these markets. So I think the only option right now is for these sales and hope everyone will buy them. But they should do
yeah,
a good job of bundling good games, man. Now, why football and cricket? Don't don't be so naive. Why? And the other horrible option is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I mean, come on, give us some good games. Anyways, enough of my rant. Moving on. And by the way, before I continue, Rage Gamer Hungry Wolf is not going anywhere. It's ammonium. You said bye to the wrong person. Anyways, moving on. No Rest for the Wicked, an upcoming game that's been teased or whatever. I am not sure, but following details have been mentioned. It's more Dark Souls than Diablo. There are many encounters after encounters, and Rune activates special weapon attacks. There'll be a stamina bar. There'll be no mana, but a focus bar which fills up. So I'm guessing it's Dark Souls meet Diablo something like that.
yeah.
Anyways, moving on. Kemuri. I guess that's the name. Another game. Behind the scenes. So apparently it's going to be a supernatural online co-op action PvE game. If it's anything like Helldivers, please increase the servers before you release this. And it's going to be a big dark fantasy influence. You play as a yokai hunter. For those of you who don't know, yokai are those demon spirits or just spirits in Japanese
Yep.
lore. Use Fox window to spot yokais. Fox window. Fox window. Uh, I mean, if this is a modern game, Fox window, what will that be? They'll use Mozilla Firefox on Windows to spot yokais. That,
Oh
that'll be
boy.
just.
Yeah.
And you get to earn supernatural powers. They avoid using motion capture and only keyframe animation. There'll be a vertical level design. I don't know what that means.
Oh
Maybe it'll
wow.
be going up a
I think
buildings. And,
in that sense, vertical level design. Okay, I think you're right. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, so it'll be going upstairs something. I don't know. My very tall tower. Who knows? Probably something as tall as Burj Khalifa. Who knows? Okay, and apparently this thing is taking everything that people love about the early PS1 and Dreamcast games in terms of style and animation, but with a modern twist. Interesting.
Hmm.
Okay, now time for some other not so good news, I guess. Sony has lost around 10 billion of stock, 10 billion US dollars of stock value after it cut its PS5 sales forecast from 25 million to 21 million. I mean, how are they losing stock value because they said we cannot keep up with making the more PS5s? I don't know. This is,
Selling the more PS5s. Yeah.
yeah. Apparently, the analysts have said that the other problem is Sony's operating margins, which should have been 20% but ended at 6% last quarter.
Mhm.
So, what does the remaining 14% of them do? I don't know. Maybe thinking on which game to remake next, I suppose. Who knows? Anyways,
Or else remake Last of Us again.
why man? It's already remake. Maybe they'll remake.
Yeah, yeah.
They'll remake part
That
two remastered. Who knows?
remastered, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. So, GameFile had an interview with Phil.
Actually, Hungry
Yeah.
Wolf has a comment. He says, "No rest for the wicked from the developers of Ori games. Really excited for
Nice.
this." Oh,
Nice.
okay. Ori games, so beautiful, man. I have seen the gameplays and trailers. Oh my God, I love that little critter. I guess. You know what? animal is it, but yeah, it looks so beautiful. In that sense, yeah, we should be excited for rest for the weekend. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing about Yashwant. If you notice, he said, I've seen the gameplay. He hasn't played it.
as of
Dude can only see games. But I'm not going to criticize him because I know what his lifestyle is like now. So, I mean,
thank you for understanding.
yes, I mean, I've got work for even tomorrow, man. No day off for me. What am I going to do? I'm just so sad. Then again, I just have to console myself by
Fine
saying,
time.
no, I
Yeah,
have to console myself by saying, it's for the money, for the games, for the
for the
game,
games. Yeah, for the games.
things I do for games. Oh my god. Anyways, moving on. So, in the interview with Phil Spencer, he said the console market overall isn't really growing in the last 6 years. Um, I don't think that's a big surprise.
I don't think. I think maybe he's looking at the first world countries only, I suppose. But I would say in India, console is growing. The
Yep, yep.
market, console market is growing. Definitely is growing in India. Uh, but yeah, maybe not to the level or extent that they might be expecting, but it is definitely growing in India.
Indeed. I mean, back in the days when I had a PS2, it was very rare for me to even find someone with a PS2. They usually have these cyber cafes with multiple PS2s, which people will pay
Yeah,
10 or 20 rupees per hour to play games. So no one bought their own PS2s, I guess. And
yeah.
now when I joined ICG to help out with the restocks for PS5, man, thousands of people are buying PS5. I'm like, where did the money come from? I mean,
Thousands, not even kidding. We have helped thousands of people get PlayStation 5. Yes.
exactly. Myself included. I didn't help
Yes.
myself, but his tweet helped. Yeah, in that sense. But then again, I did help myself because I was the one who had to place the order. So, anyways, not a
You're guiding them. We were sharing all the tips and tricks and all the best ways, best websites. Yeah, yeah, crazy times, man. We enjoyed those times.
I miss those times. Now everyone just
Yeah.
walks into a Chroma or Reliance Digital or Sony store and like,
I find it sitting right there on the shelves. I was like, that is a very weird view for us.
I mean, it's not even the shelf. They are just put them on the floor and stack them like bricks, and I'm like, oh my
Exactly.
god,
Yeah.
man!
Yep.
And wow, Sumit is here for the first time. Hello, Sumit. How are you? I'm surprised. Oh
Hey,
yeah,
hey, Sumit. Thank you for joining,
oh
man.
yeah. I would have asked you if you didn't go out anywhere to eat, but it's 11 o'clock, so it's not a valid question. Anyways,
Yep.
thank you for finally joining the podcast. Thank you. He says the console market is growing in India for sure. Of course, it is.
Yeah.
That's very
Definitely.
awesome. Anyways, back to what Phil Spencer said. He says he is not a fan of manipulative monetization methods. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Cloud is growing now in double digit percentage of total hours played Xbox games through it. For maybe first person, I mean, first world countries, not India.
Yeah.
And Sumit says, "Sup guys, what's up, man? How are you doing?" You tell us he's going next week. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't go out anywhere to eat, the fast food, I mean, not the fast food, restaurant chains in India will definitely face a huge loss. So, yes, it's good that you're going. Anyways, Phil Spencer still expects that Series S, sorry, will outsell the Series X in the long term. Okay,
Oh boy. Yeah.
I mean, it is kind of selling better. So, before I continue, Hungry Wolf says nowadays people get the console for 39,000 and sell the bundle game for some extra cash discount. I mean, can you
Yeah.
blame them? If they were good games, people would keep it. If you're giving them,
Yeah.
no, no.
I mean, the good bundle games, I mean, they would go out of stock if they were good bundle games, right? So, yeah, that's saying much.
I mean, these are games that I don't. I think that they wanted to raise the numbers off because they were underperforming or something. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I think so too.
Anyways, then Phil Spencer spoke something about physical Xbox games. I'm sure he was like, "Don't worry, we are still going to support physical, blah blah blah," and then just completely ignore that statement by
I
himself.
think Phil was crossing his fingers inside his pocket or behind his back when he was talking about physical releases.
Yeah,
Let's cover them. Yeah.
apparently he has said, "We are supportive of physical media, but we don't have a need to drive that disproportionate to consumer demand." So just because 10% of players are using physical, you are going to you know, uh, I don't know what
don't
to
want
say.
to support them. Yeah.
Uh,
Basically, he's just saying we don't have people that are buying physical media. So it's not their fault. It's the audience fault. That's what he's saying. It's just people are
it's
not
not
buying
our
physical
fault.
disc.
It's not our
Yeah.
fault. It's
No,
their
yeah, that's
fault.
what Phil is saying.
Yeah, put the
But
blame on
yeah,
us. Why not
yeah,
put the blame on
yeah.
us? I mean, one thing you send out discs which can maximum store 25 to 50 GB on the disk, so you have to sell out games which have two or three discs, and sometimes, well, majority of the times, most of the game isn't even on the disk. You still have to download a patch or something to play the rest of the game.
Yeah.
And so many stores in US are stopping the sale of physical discs
Even
from Xbox.
stocking the physical discs.
It's everything's
Exactly.
a code.
Yeah.
I mean, you made Game Pass, your digital store has everything. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So yeah. Anyways, and he says, and getting rid of physical.
Rid.
That's not a strategic thing for us. Is what he says now. Maybe not in the future,
Yeah.
but yeah. Then again, he says, but I will say our strategy does not hinge on people moving all digital. I don't trust him on that,
Yeah.
seeing the way it's going. And he spoke about the layoffs of the physical games team. He said the alignment of our teams across ZeniMax, Activision Blizzard King, and Xbox. We have been doing an alignment so that the teams that are in charge of physical retail, inclusive of selling games in physical outlets, have been laid off. Now, this just contradicts his previous statements about not making everyone go full digital, man. And
Yeah, in the same interview,
yes, in the same.
that's what most surprising to me. How can he say that you are laying off people one hand, and then you are saying that, hey man, we are supporting teams that are developing these physical games. Come on, man. Do you think we are that blind, or do you think we can't read what's happening? But yeah, I think we just take his word then.
I mean, there are quite contradicting statements. Like he said, none of the big titles from Xbox, such as Starfield and all, won't be coming to PlayStation. But yet, in the same interview, he was also said we should never rule out these games coming to other platforms.
Other platforms, exactly. Yeah,
And meanwhile, with the Helldivers not coming on Xbox, he posted a tweet or something saying, "I see no reason for Helldivers 2 not to come on Xbox." And someone replied to him saying, "I see no reason for laying off 1,900 employees after buying the company."
yeah,
Mm. Sorry, Phil. Sorry for saying that, but yeah, it's not good, man. You need to get a better PR agent or someone to write something for you, maybe.
yeah.
And as he elaborated more about the layoffs, he said, I'd say it was a combination of us looking across the full portfolio of what was working, which we had to do, and running the business, as well as areas of alignment between Activision, ZeniMax, and Xbox. So basically, he was thinking long term, I guess. And yeah, anyways. So, anyways, moving on, he says they have some back end stuff to do so that Activision Blizzard King games can drop on console and PC Game Pass. And he's still committed to bring Xbox full portfolio day one on Game Pass.
On Game Pass.
I mean, if they stop that reason, then it's completely out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, now we come to the worst segment of the podcast, as always. It's the layoffs. And to my surprise, Embrace is not there in this. So I'm gonna,
After a long time,
uh,
after a very long time.
I think I'm gonna put a chart saying days since Embracer was last mentioned.
Embracer without layoffs. Oh
Yeah,
my God, that's a very good thing.
yeah, yeah.
Let's count.
Podcast without mentioning
Embracer
Embracer,
layoffs.
zero.
Yeah.
As of now, one. As of now, it's one.
One.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, moving on. According to PC Games and sources, the new studio of former GTA producer Leslie Benzies, which is called Build a Rocket Boy, okay, and it is currently working on their first game everywhere, and they're already laying off an unspecified amount of people. Okay,
Mm.
just started and is already laying off. Wow, this
Yeah.
is This is like in those any percentage speed run kind of things. Start a company, immediately lay off people. Uh,
Yeah. Yep.
and is the last bit of news for this week is that at least 15 people got laid off at Disruptive Games. They worked as a support studio on Diablo and Tony Hawk.
Mm.
And with that concludes all the topics for this week. Yes, I was able to come. Yashwant was kind of skeptical about covering all of it in one podcast episode, and lo and behold, we did it in 1 hour and 1 minute.
1 hour and 1 minute. Yes, yes, yes. All right.
Ne-
I think I might be going to a movie tomorrow, the Demon Slayer,
oh, nice.
the Sword training arc at Sword, no, the Hashira village or something, Hashira training village. Yeah, I'm very excited for that. And what's your plan for this Sunday, Abdul?
I've got work, man.
You got work. I'm so sorry, man. Yeah, you will get to work-life balance. You will set timing for your life. You will get there.
Uh,
But now you know the time that you can have when you work. Yes. I'm happy that you understand, but I'm also sad that you're not getting time to play games.
you know what? I'm just gonna log in the morning and just turn on my PS and start playing. Because
Right. Uh,
my employees are not on my friends list. So yeah, I'm just gonna play.
that's good. That's good. Yeah.
And
Don't
whenever,
ever have friends in your what is it, social medias or on this so that you can do these things.
yeah,
Definitely. Yes.
and when the employees sends me a message say, "Hey, what's the status?" I'm like, still some issues, technical issues. I'll get back to it, and then
I'll get back to
I'll wait till that message pops up to start working. Perhaps who knows?
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see how it goes. But yeah, Sumit says AJ will be blowing Bilal in GTA 5. Whoa, that sounds so
Oh,
wrong,
nice.
man. What? Okay, please
Blowing up,
censorship.
I think, yeah, definitely, but yes, yeah.
Yes, kindly, just, just change the statement, man. Read it
Uh,
before you send something. Read
Mr.
it.
Yeah, Mr. Vijay23 says, who knows, there could be some secret employees in ICG.
Secret employees in ICG. What employees? ICG is not employing anybody.
Yep, yep.
We're all doing this as a passion project, and
Yeah. No, everybody, I think we definitely have people from IT. We definitely have people who manage people in IT, in ICG, who are just readers. They don't interact, they just see. And yeah, if let's say some of their employees are more active, they're like, I heard this name somewhere. Let me check with this guy. And then, yeah, if he sees him, I was like, I'm busy and he's active in Discord. I was like, oh, he's definitely in ICG.
yeah, I mean, good thing is, as far as I know, many people who are in the server do not have any of their employers or fellow colleagues also on the
Who knows,
server.
man? They just join and they just stay there. They are also gamers. They are
Maybe,
also gamers. Yeah.
maybe, but from different companies, maybe not the same one. So they say. I mean, the only fellow I feel who's been paranoid was, of course, Bilal. He had his colleagues on his friends list, and they saw him playing. He got caught one day, I guess, playing when during office hours. So he actually went ahead and paid the amount to change his username and unfriended all of them. And yeah, he learned his lesson, I guess.
Yep.
And Hungry Wolf says there's a new hot game on Steam called Last Epoch. It's
Hmm.
summer, man. So maybe when it cools down, I'll get it. Who knows? I don't want any hot games right now. It's already hot enough as it is.
Lost Epoch. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Unless it's free. Unless it's free. If it's free, I'll can definitely add it to my library now. And then perhaps
Yeah.
play it when I have a proper gaming PC or whatever. I mean, my laptop itself is struggling to push.
Keep up with the podcast.
720p sometimes itself is getting, lags a lot. And I found out the reason why it is lagging today is because Windows has a new update available. Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah. Windows does that.
Good thing I restarted this before it started the update. God damn it, otherwise the podcast would be late by another 20-30 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that wraps up the podcast for this week. You have anything to add, Yashwant?
Nope. That's it. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining again. Sorry for last 2 weeks. I wasn't in the town, and
No
We will
issues.
keep it consistent. Yeah,
Yep, no issues. I flew solo. I had a few people to keep me company, except for this awkward
awesome.
moment at the end. But yeah, it was good. But anyways, Hangul says the game is like Diablo 4 with time travel. Oh,
Oh, that's a good elevator pitch.
yes,
Nice.
but it's not free yet, so no, I will buy it. But anyways,
You're a Diablo fan. Get it?
I only completed the campaign, but I didn't bother touching the game after that.
Ah, okay, okay, got it.
I really feel like I overspent the 5,600 rupees.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
I think it was a FOMO because many of my friends are like, let's get Diablo and co-op, let's get Diablo and co-op, and
Oh, okay.
we finished the
Yeah.
campaign in lightning speed, and yeah, we just dropped it. But yeah, that's the issue with having gamer friends who want to play co-op games together. FOMO will get you some way or the other. Well, anyways, with that, we'll wrap up this podcast. And like Aishwarya says, for Lilith, but as Asar goes, for Lalit. Yes, hey Lalit. But yeah,
Yes.
anyways, thank you to Aishwarya, thank you to Hungry Wolf, thank you to Vijay, thank you to Sumit, thank you to Rage Gamer, and of course, Chammonium has left. Thank you to
Yep.
him as well. And
Pepper onion soup.
Pepper Onion Soup, of course, thank you.
Kaptan.
And Kaptan, yes. Thank you all for joining this episode of ICG Podcast, episode 38. Have a good night. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy your week. We'll see you next week. And CHY has just joined us. Joining too late. Have a great weekend, guys. You too, man. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great week ahead. We'll hopefully see you earlier next weekend. So yeah, kindly
Thank you for joining again.
subscribe, watch more of our videos. And I think I was not able to mention this before, but I'll mention it sometime in the future. Hopefully, sometime within this year, there will be a Dark Souls 3 play.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, but considering the fact that now I am also working, the chances seem to be even lower.
Even lower. Yeah.
Yes, but one day I will take a day off and I will force Yashwant to take a day off just to play it. Yes,
Definitely. Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining. Have a great night. Sleep well. Have a great Sunday. Have a great week ahead. We'll see you once again next week. Till then, this is Abdul and Yashwant signing off. Bye bye. Take care.